There's always space for what you love. Even if you just start freaking tiny, you start to find the space for it. And then if that thing keeps on lighting you up, it blossoms into your life.
This is the Real Time Diaries of Amber Skates.
Hey everybody! Hello, how are we? It is episode number 8 of the Real Time Diaries of Amber Skates. That's right, where I read my diary every single week as it is freaking happening, guys. It's life-changing. It really is. And I'm having the best time creating it. I cannot believe that we are in week 8 of this journey. It has been incredible. That's like 2 months worth of journeying. This is 2 months worth of life turned into art. I've got to tell you now, it is definitely an experiment. And I'm loving the fact that I get to come back every week and create for you guys. For those of you who are listening to the podcast and not watching the YouTube video, I'm currently sitting on this very comfortable couch that is in the Airbnb I'm staying in because I'm currently in Adelaide. I'm in a show at the moment and the whole cast have all been put up. Put your hands up. Into fun little apartments. It's also nighttime. I had the 2 shows tonight. We just closed Happy Endings, which is one of the shows. I was out at a party tonight for the show after party and everything. It's a Sunday night, and so we always do like big parties and stuff. And I was like, nah, I need to go home. I wanted to film this, and this was on my mind. And I value the fact that it's such a learning experience as it goes. All right, so without further ado, I think it's time I jump into this thing, don't you? Monday the 19th. 3:38 a.m. Gee, we made it to the closing of our Perth run. Me, oh my, filled with such sweet alignment. Someone asked me how I was feeling now Perth and the show here is ending, and truly nothing but contempt. Each part of this ride has been so fulfilling, and I really feel like I'm uncovering myself, chiseling away that in the way part of myself to reveal that, in fact, I'm all that I've been looking for already. Like I've always said, life will happen either way, but the one thing you have a say over is how you feel about it. It's also just the best feeling being surrounded by the most amazing friends who really make shit happen. God, I'm so inspired by them all. Even seeing Natalie's journey since I met her. Natalie's the choreographer of our show. Just seeing her really just keep taking the next steps, and eventually all the pieces have fallen into place. And all I can do with all of this is channel it into my own experience to pass it on to you. And I hope you do the same. Love is the best currency, because it's abundant. Monday the 19th, 1:14 p.m. I'm currently in the I need to tell everyone that I love them mode. Does anyone else get like that? You know, get in the intense need to communicate to everybody that they love? Well, yes, I do. But serendipity occurred because, new character alert, Sophie Malik, one of my absolute favorite people and soul sisters, had in fact been listening to this podcast all morning, only for me to message her, and boom, we'd synced up, baby. Oh God, I love the universe. Now I've got to include a little video of me in the bath talking to you guys at 11:30 p.m. Introducing that version of Amber. Guys, it's my last bath chat. Okay, this week is going to look like I'm going to Adelaide tomorrow. I'm getting on a plane and we are putting on a new show that I haven't done yet. Doing 2 shows a night. New people, new location. I'm going to be out of the family home. Crazy, wild, young adult Amber. Oof, she's coming up. She's bubbling up to the surface. All right. New routine. Trying to still maintain some of the cool things I figured out whilst I was here. And how do I feel about it? I feel great. I'm ready for this week. Some of my intentions, I want my week to be really romantic. I want to sit in the romance of it. Just an FYI, wearing that right now. I'm bleaching my hair to prep for this week so I can be the hottie in my romantic week. I feel good. I feel really good. Yeah, I do. And we're back. Same girl, same. All right, Tuesday the 20th, 1:57. I can't see what I'm writing, but I need you to know I'm packed. We're ready to go. I'm going to sleep a couple hours and say adios. Oh, puppy has joined. All is well. Okay, now there is another video. So this is the first video I filmed when I got to Adelaide talking to you guys. So enjoy. Guys, I'm in my sexy new apartment. Oh my God. Guys, I'm getting ready. This is my fit. It's so beautiful. I'm so tired, like sleep deprived central, but it is so gorgeous. And guys, I was like, oh, I'm really gonna miss like Perth, you know, what if this next chapter, I don't even know. I was just like not expecting this next chapter to be as good as it is. Everything's just locking into place. Yeah, I can just see now how the first month and a half of the year has set me up. You can kind of like ride the wave. And it's not always linear, but honestly, one of the biggest things I've been learning from what feels like an experiment that this is that trust the bigger picture. Like, don't get too caught on the little, you know, like the little shitty moments or whatever, because like they're gonna be there no matter what. Gotta trust that life is on your side and that like things are working out, even when you can't see it. Honey, I'm home. I'm gonna go have one now, but life is silly. Don't forget it. You never know what's around the corner. Stay silly. There we go, girl. She was having a great old time. I like how I talk about her as though she isn't me. That's me. Girl, except that that's you. I know. I'm wearing the same pants. Anyway, so meta. Wednesday, the 21st of Feb. 2024, 1:17 a.m. First day in Adelaide, chaos. I went out and met some incredible artists after seeing one of the Stratton Fret shows with Chris and Dan. Wow, it was truly art, and the integration of a live band brought it to the next level. We stayed back at the artist bar and had a few drinks, and damn, my body is so dead and silly. I've just been doing some final runs of Corrie for the show. I'm feeling good, and most definitely it is time for bed. Oh my God, that was a night and a half. I was out on that balcony just like practicing the dances, and it's just stupid. All of its life is so hectic right now. Okay, Wednesday the 21st of Feb, 9:54 p.m. the next day. Oh my gosh. Okay, insert video from the walk home in Adelaide after watching the show. There are so many videos in this one. It's so funny. All right. Introducing Amber walking on the street after watching a fabulous show. Here she is.
Hi there. I'm walking through the streets of Adelaide, living my life. I just had the most beautiful day. I mean, come on, look at that. How could it not be a freaking great day? Just came from a beautiful chat with Chris after we had watched, oh my gosh, oh wow, one of the most just 10 out of 10 physical theatre pieces. All these like little games, little simple things that made for this bigger piece of art, and I thought that was, you know, it really goes to show that like you can start from any simple idea, but that simple idea, if you commit to it and stick with it, can become a show that hundreds of thousands of people end up coming to because we all value it as a piece of art. I think that's really cool, like this joint belief in something makes it that thing. You know, we go back earlier today, we teched the show today here in Adelaide, and it was great. It was a big day. It was hot. It was like a hot day. And oh, look at this. Great. Yeah, but it's so nice to be here. You know, it's like actually really great to just be amongst it, like to be amongst the life. Full alignment, I think, is what the feeling is. Like just knowing I'm exactly where I'm meant to be right now, and there's nowhere else I'd rather be. And I think that's just the most amazing feeling. And I'm surrounded by such incredible artists every day, and these conversations that are so stimulating and inspiring, and people are just being themselves around you, and you can't help but be infected with that sweet goodness. I also did a new show tonight. I was interested to see how it would go, and it went really well. It exceeded my expectations. I had a lot of fun, and I felt like I really got to explore different parts of myself tonight in the show. And that's what I love about performing, is not only do I get to connect with others, I also get to connect to different parts of myself, and that was beautiful tonight. So anyway, I'm gonna go and you see where Amber is next. Thanks for watching.
Girl, that was a fun vibe. Oh, I love filming out in the street. I love it. I love it. Next day, Thursday the 22nd of Feb, 3:20 a.m. Guys, I've got some legendary news. What is it? Oh, I edited the podcast and vid in freaking 4 hours, which is actually a record for me considering this is a full cut and editing B-roll. I'm feeling pretty proud of myself. Bedtime. That was a lot. As I've said, like, it has been crazy balancing everything. But you know what? I'm so glad I'm doing it because I know that if I wasn't doing all this other stuff, I was talking to my mum about this actually the other day. It is so fulfilling having something else going on that is creative and expressive whilst doing this experience, because this experience is incredible and it's exactly what I want to be doing, you know, performing in the shows I'm doing here. But it's really nice to have something outside of it that I know I will, you know, continue to keep on doing. And I think, you know, as artists, especially when, you know, we so often rely on, you know, other people to give us jobs and things, it's really nice when you can create your own work for yourself and, you know, just have things that like you're really passionate about that you can keep growing through. And I'm really grateful for this at the moment because this has really given me that. Friday the 23rd of Feb at 3:30 a.m. Wow. Shifting locations has really completely changed my energy. How would I describe it? It's definitely lighter, looser. It feels really great, liberating. I had a huge day again. We teched Club de Mall and then we quickly came home and got ready. Then I went to do 2 shows at the Adelaide Fringe. We ended up going to the after party and it ended up with Chris, Adam, Alfie and I hanging out at the artist bar. It was so nice. And Chris and I got obsessed with the claw machine. Like, there was nothing else we wanted to do with our lives. Seriously, this claw machine, oh my God. So at Adelaide Fringe, there's an artist bar, right, which is just for the artists, and it's like very artsy creative, and there's a claw machine there which is for free, so you don't have to pay for it, so you can do as many turns as you want. Oh my God, we were like on it and on it and on it and on it and on it, and we did not get off of it. We didn't win anything. We had like 50 turns. I can't. Rigged. I'm pissed. All right, 3:46 p.m. Saturday the 24th. What the Fruit Loop. These days are bloody 10 out of 10 at the moment. I woke up. I had a call with Darren. How have I stumbled upon the perfect housemate 2 years ago and still find so much excitement and opportunity? 10 out of 10, leveling up. I adore Darren. Darren is incredible, is a creative just like me. And we've just like both been so aligned for so long. I just think we met at the perfect time and we connected at the perfect time, and we've just like, Darren's absolutely family to me now. But we had a call the other day and it was so nice because we got to speak all about just like, I think it feels like we've both kind of leveled up at the same time, just into what we want to be doing even more. And I think that's so interesting. You know, you can feel it in yourself. Like, you can feel when you kind of go through an evolution and you become a new version of yourself. And I really have felt that this summer, like really deeply. Like, I really feel like, oh my gosh, I've just really come into myself, and all these things I've been wanting for so long are finally here. And I'm finally being those things I wanted, which I think is so funny because it truly is a matter of just like letting time take you on the journey. But it's so nice that having that call with Darren, and Darren exuded that energy straight back at me. Like, we're just in sync. And Darren's been doing so many amazing things. Like, oh my gosh, Darren like picked up DJing last year and now is like a full-on DJ. Legendary. And even that, we were just talking with each other being like, oh, how can we help each other? Like, what can we do for each other? And I think this is such an important thing. Like, number one question, right, is like always ask, how can you help the other people around you? Like, how can you help the person you're with, the person you're talking to? How can you help each other? Because it's so, oh my gosh, I really firmly believe that everyone can help everyone. Like, everyone has a gift for someone else, and sometimes that can just be in a little way, or sometimes that can be in a really big way, and like, it's up to you to actually see what the opportunity is and take it. And sometimes it might be a time thing, but it's so cool when you can line it up. And I just think Darren and I have been nothing short of that for each other for years now. And it's so cool. Moral of the story is I love Darren. Oh, then I had a call with my brother. Oh, for his birthday, we unboxed his prezzies, which we got him to make his studio set up. Oh my, because having a setup that supports your needs with as little friction as possible is literally key. I love my brother. I love my brother so much. Like, so much. He is the bestest human. And it's just so nice. This is it again, right? How can you help people? Like, oh my gosh, my brother needed a setup. He needed a space. And he'd even kind of said it a little bit. And when I built that space in Perth, right, I was like, oh, this is like solved so many of my issues. Like, I just needed a good space to work in. And it's so nice. Like, he even called me today being like, Amber, I'm so happy with this setup. Like, I feel like I'm a professional now. And I was like, it's all I want to hear. Like, that's all I want for him is to just thrive. Then I did 2 shows. We went to the artist bar where everyone was being 100% silly. And Chris won one of the cucumbers. He won a freaking cucumber. I love circus people. This world is literally my people, creatives. Might I also mention, I had 3 people reach out today expressing their love for the podcast. Jess, Demi, and Colby. And all with such deep, genuine love. Love creates love, creates love, creates love. Please take away from this. Doing what you love will undeniably help others. There's always space for what you love, even if that's in the smallest of ways. Even if you just start freaking tiny, you start to find the space for it. And then if that thing keeps on lighting you up, keeps on making you feel freaking amazing, starts to expand more until it blossoms into your life. Saturday the 24th, 2:35 p.m. Insert the truth is voice memo. I don't even know what this voice memo is. Okay, I know what this is. This is a voice memo where I improvised a little song. I was in a really good vibe, and I just let it flow. Here we go.
The truth is, I'm learning to look after myself. I'm learning to find the ways my health keeps going in circles. But baby, it's getting easier. It's easier when I find my way. Baby, it's easier when I forgive myself again. Baby, we are all trying here. We are all finding our way back to ourselves when we were young. Baby, it was fun. How come I find myself out here, another place where I have never been? It still chases me, the places I have been. But baby, deep inside, I know that there is time. There is time. So much time. Hardly find what's deep inside.
Oh, I love creating, guys. I like sharing this with you guys because it just feels super, I don't know, I want this to be as honest as possible, because really this is for my heart and my soul, you know, and I hope you feel that. I hope you feel what this is. And I really believe when you're creating for your heart and your soul and for yourself, like that is like the best work you can do, because it's like from you, you know. And I think we all have that. Everyone has that, and it's all different. It's all so different. And that's the best thing about it is like when someone is being so authentically themselves, when you're being authentically yourself, it's just like, it's so interesting because everyone has such different things to do. And it feels right. It feels right. Sunday the 25th at 4:13 a.m. Oh my God. Okay, so my boobs are bright red with a rash from the boob tape for my nipple pasties. Oh my gosh. Hey, it's nice to see you too. Literally, this show I do has been annihilating my body. Thankfully, I sorted that out, but that was like not a vibe. Anyway, big time revelation in the shower tonight. So pretty much, okay, I need to preface this entry with the fact that I write these entries and they're really wild. You know what? I'm in full support of them. You know, I'm not going to shit on Amber because she's got a lot of cool ideas, right? And the thing is, what I always believe is these ideas that I have, they're absurd, right? Like they're like the biggest, wackiest things I can think of. And what happens is I take that big wacky thing and then it's like, oh my gosh, if we're talking up here, then like, well, that little thing I can do is already a bigger idea. And I believe that all these ideas cook inside of me and I slowly work my way to them. So I enjoy this version of Amber because I appreciate her passion. It's really hard because like I feel I am a very confident person. I really like exude that energy. Yes. But like it's hard to like talk about what your big dreams are. But I think it is important to be able to talk about them and like put them out there because they're just like fun ideas. And it's that like delusional belief that things could be possible that I truly do believe is like what gets us there, especially as creatives. Like you've got to have big wacky visions because those big wacky visions, like they show the possibilities, right? And so yeah. Oh, well she did write this. Why is it so hard to be honest? Well, fuck it. Life's too short and there's no promises. So live now. And that's the truth. Is like you can sit and be afraid of putting yourself out there. And what for? Like what for? Because at the end of the day, I'm sorry to spoil this for you, but there's one thing I can guarantee is that you're going to die. So am I. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, guys. And so you may as well have the silly, wacky, wild dreams and then keep on going with right now. Anyway, I wrote a bunch of my dreams, okay? This is my dream board of things I want to do. I won't read all of them because I won't spoil it all. Have incredible friends. Tick. Have a TV show. I really want to have a TV show one day. And I really see this as being the seed for what could become something like just an evolution, right? And I see this as being like the start of that evolution. Fly in space. That's a big dream. I would love to go to space one day. I don't know. We'll see. Have an album. Tick. Be a TV host. I'd love to do that. Tour the world with my music. It's a massive dream of mine. Go to your dream uni. I did that. Run away with the circus. Tick. Be a space angel rock star. I don't know if you guys know Bratz, but that definitely embedded something in me. Anyway, but I think the really nice thing about this is I wanted to acknowledge like the things I have done. And I think that was really special, like ticking at all these things and going like, yeah, I have done so many things in my life. Like I have so much to be thankful for. And I think a lot of the time I feel with dreams as well, sometimes we can see them as being so far away from ourselves. Like, oh, it's impossible. But I think it's so important to remind yourself that like, you have achieved your dreams before. And of course you have, like we all do, like we all have these things that we forget were once dreams. And I think that's so important to step back and like actually see what was it that was seemed impossible once that became possible. You can do that again. Like, of course you can. Like that's life. Life is this impossible magic that just happened. This is the magic. All right. And so if this is possible, what else is possible? Who knows? All right. Okay, now speaking of being Delulu, Kyle was messaging me on Sunday the 25th, and he dared me to include this voice memo, which I sent him. I sent him this voice. I forced myself into doing this stupid shit. Anyway, I sent him this voice memo one night, and I was a bit at a party. But I sent him this voice memo, and this is a classic example of Amber putting things out into the world way before they're ready and cooked. But just because YOLO, who cares? Anyway, it's a very embarrassing voice memo. I hate it, to be honest. But as I said before, the premise is the same. Let that Amber get it out. Get it out of her system. Because, to be honest, she has some great ideas. And sometimes they're just a little bit weird.
I just wanted to let you know I had this idea of a glitch, which is like a way of communicating, but then sharing your communication with someone to like a lot of people. And I'm thinking about how I could like interweave like music into it. And what I feel like I am born to do is to make a new wave in the way we use telecommunication between all of humanity. Maybe this is my art form. I like this idea. I love this idea of being a glitch. What is it to be a glitch? A glitch is like an explosion. A glitch is like an explosion, like the Big Bang. It's like, how can you make the most impact on the most people in the world? Got fame, I'm gonna live forever.
Slay, Amber. Go off, sister. Don't change. All right. And now, Sunday the 25th, 3:40 p.m. Insert the vlog getting ready. Oh my gosh, this had so many snippets this episode, but we'll insert this last little snippet here, and then we're going to wrap this bad boy up. All right, let's have a listen.
Yo, bitches. It's about to get real meta because I'm prepping to film episode 7. I don't know. Yeah. So where am I at today? I had a big night last night by myself, which is great. I was definitely needing some like just me time, which I don't think I really have had in a hot minute. And so it was really nice to just like treat myself. The show went really well. The show was great last night actually because it was a Saturday. And I really focused on my audience connection. And I actually have to say, I had the most compliments I've ever had on doing that show. Like, I really focused on everyone I looked at, making them feel so special. And like I could see them, and the response I had was actually noticeable. I'm really glad I came home because I am a very go with the flow person, but I'm learning that saying no, I actually do want to go home, that's the right decision. But I had a bit of a creative like realignment. All I'm learning is how to capture what it is I really am, and sometimes we don't really know that yet. I think I do have a pretty good idea of who I am, because I think I truly do live it every day. I don't think I have much resistance when it comes to being myself. And if anything, as I've gone along in life, maybe I have got a little sidetracked from that or thought I had to change. But once again, I realized that I have everything I need right now. And I am everything I need right now. So cheers to that.
All right, guys, we did it. We made it through. I can tell you now, I'm bloody exhausted. I'm about to go to bed, but thank you so much for being here today, for listening to this episode number 8. It was a pleasure to be able to share this with you guys. I really enjoyed today's episode. There was a lot of big changes, a lot of just intense energy, workload, but also a lot of passion and I think invigoration for what it is that I feel is what I'm meant to be doing. And I think it's been really nice getting here in Adelaide and being able to explore that through all the beautiful relationships and friendships and connections and art and creativity that I'm so truly lucky and grateful for, you know. And I wouldn't have all of this if it wasn't for all these beautiful people all around me in my life. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here today, for listening, and share this around with your friends if you can. All the love is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. You got this, babe. Lots of love. Ever. Bye. Oh my God. Let me eat some grapes. Oh yeah.